up, you guys? It is your girl, Simply Maya. I am back with another video. Today I'm going to be sharing with you my favorite eyebrow products slash an eyebrow tutorial. So I hope you enjoy this video and let's get to it. Okay, so first what I wanted to do is share with you the products that, if you want to follow this tutorial, that you'll need or something similar to. I'm going to be using the Morphe Micro Brow Pencil to shade in my brows. It's dual-ended, has a spoolie side to brush your brows out, and then the pen side. And this is my current favorite eyebrow pencil.
Child. Anyway, so
I'm gonna be using that one. And then if you like to have your, I guess, eyebrows laid, so they're laying the correct way that you want them, you're going to need a brow gel. Now this one, I believe it was super cheap. It's by e.l.f. but it works really good. I like it. It's drugstore in the shade Deep Brown. So it's a brow gel. So I'll be using that one. Have a beauty blender, a damp beauty blender to blend in your concealer. My favorite are the Real Technique ones. They're thebomb.com. You can get them at Sephora, Ulta. I think Ulta is cheaper, or even Target, Walmart, everywhere has them because they're the bomb. So then I'm gonna be using my new concealer. I tried it in my first makeup tutorial, and I want to try it out again because I really liked it. And it is the ColourPop No Filter Concealer. It's a mattifying concealer to carve out my brows in the shade Medium Dark. And I'll take it out of the container. This is what it looks like. And this is Medium Dark 30. And then to carve out my brows with the concealer, I don't typically use the concealer brush. I will use a eyeshadow brush. So I'm not sure the Stoppe, I think that's what it's called, don't quote me, but it's like a flat brush, but it's really good at being able to carve around your brows where you want to conceal. Either maybe you haven't had your brows done in a while, or even just to snatch your brow. It's good. So without further ado, let's get started. So now what you want to start out doing is using the spoolie end of the brow brush and flick your brows up in an upward motion. And I'm going to have a mirror to be a little bit closer so that I can be more precise on my brows. So I'll just be using this contour palette mirror, and I'll get a little close so you can see, and I just do it in an upward motion to start out so you can get that underline pretty defined. So now you can go in with the pen side and start at the bottom, or like the middle. I guess I start at the middle, and I just kind of go at a natural, where my natural brow line is. It'll be able to brush it out. That you want. And then now we're gonna go on the top and start at the, you wanna start at the tip of your brow. So right there. Line, and then you'll wanna try to connect the end. It won't be this thick because we'll carve it out with the concealer. And I naturally have thick eyebrows. I like them thick, but also I like them to be sleek at the same time, to be clean and nice. It's just my preference. And then I start to brush, and you won't see that line will go away. And I'm very precise with my brows. It literally will take me 15 minutes just to spend on my brows because I like them to be just so. Move your hand farther to the end of the brow pencil so it's lighter strokes. And you'll also be able to spoolie it out, and it'll be able to be lighter and it won't be as dark. Whole dark brow. And even you can spoolie it to lighten it up. It'll take some of that pigment off of the brow. Anything, you can go back to it after doing one brow. You can use the concealer to snatch it, and then if there's anywhere you need to fade it out, you can do that with the spoolie, or if you need to add anything in, you can go ahead and do that. So I do brow gel last because I want to make sure I have my brow exactly how I want it. So we're going to go in with that concealer that we talked about as one of the products that we're going to use. And I just will take some of the product off this brush and then get started in carving it out. You don't want to go, his hand is steady. So if you see me looking straight into the camera, it's because there's a mirror right behind it. Okay. Looks about right. And so if you want, you can go in there and bounce that beauty blender underneath of the eye. Snatch that brown. Okay, we're getting somewhere. I'm excited. And you know, there's two options you can do when you go to carve out the top of your brow. You can use the concealer and then just go over with your foundation, or another option is to use your foundation as your concealer for the top of your brow. For now, since I have the concealer here, I'm gonna go ahead and do it with concealer, and then I can go in and fix whatever I need to with the foundation. So I have to look at a weird angle. Want your brows, as you get more comfortable with doing them. And it honestly took me so long to be able to get my brows exactly how I want them. I'm gonna insert some clips of some before eyebrows that I'm like, sis, what was you thinking? What is wrong with you? But it's okay. It was a work in progress. So I'm gonna lighten up the front of this brow, which which I end up taking a little bit too much off. So just go in, light strokes. And like I said, it's honestly a preference on how you do your brows. So if this is helpful, I hope so. If you want to see more videos like this, please make some comments on what you would like to see from me, whether it's a specific palette. I have a ton of Juvia's Place palettes, but if you want me to see if I can try out any other brow pencils and give you some reviews on what my thoughts are. I used to use the Anastasia Beverly Hill, which is a really good brow pencil. I love that one. But for a more affordable brow pencil, I would go with the Morphe, because I believe it's like $6 for this one, and it's like 21 or 23 for the Anastasia Beverly Hill one. So like I said, it's preference, so it's up to you. So I'm gonna start on my other brow and we'll see how that one is looking. And it seems like this one's a little bit longer in length, because you want it to be about like that. Oh, it's the same. Of course, we'll snatch these lines with the concealer in a bit. And like I said, you want to have the tip out there. You want your eyebrow to be about that line right there, and then the tail about there. And that's honestly, I learned that from other YouTubers, self-teaching myself how to do my brows, and it's taken a long time. I've been doing my makeup myself since I was about 14, at least foundation, lip gloss, mascara, stuff like that. But I started getting into my brows, doing them, I think I was about 16. So, and I'm 21 now, so it's still a work in progress. You'll be able to get the hang of it as you keep on doing your brows, and also looking at trends. That's good. And YouTube is really what got me into makeup. I've had a love for makeup for a long time. My mom's wore it, so I'm like, oh, I want to try it too. But you know, definitely hope this video is helping you guys. A good friend of mine taught me not to be a perfectionist, because your eyebrows are twins, or not twins, sorry. They're sisters, not twins. So they're not going to be identical. You can try and get them as precise as you can, but it's going to take time, like I said. See if I can do it this way. if you overdraw your brows, it's okay, because you can go in with concealer and fix whatever mistakes you have made. That's a trick that you'll learn. It's trial and error. Okay, so now we're gonna go in with that concealer again with that concealer brush and conceal the other side. If I mess up anything, I'll just fix it. So paper thin when I was in like middle school, because I would get them threaded, waxed. I don't really know what my preference is as far as to get them done. But in the beginning of this quarantine, I YouTubed how to use a eyebrow razor, and I did that. I also got a wax pot, but I'm way too scared at shaving off my eyebrows. And if you don't particularly like the way you did them, you can do whatever you want to fix them. Okay, so let's see. We'll fix the tail. So it's looking like I got a little bit of concealer on it. I like the end to be darker and then the inner portion to be lighter. Okay, so that is my eyebrows. It took me about 17 minutes to just do my brows. But you live and you learn, and you know what? I see these crazy people doing 15-minute makeup challenges. I'm like, I don't know how you do it, because I take 15 minutes on my brows. I would probably take less time if I wasn't talking, but it's totally a preference. Okay, well that is it for this brow tutorial. I hope that these tips helped you at doing your brows. If you have any questions, put them in the comments and I will answer them as I can. And that's it for this video. Thank you for watching. Bye.